In the last video, we saw how we can remotely create a container into a storage account. In this video, we want to see how we can add blobs to our container. I'll be sharing my screen now. So this is the container. I believe you can see my screen now. This is the container that we created in the last video, Frankly Your Data. We now want to add blobs into it. Blobs are just objects. They are anything that you usually have in your computer, your images, your documents, your Word document, TXT files, they are all categorized under blobs. So we want to add a blob to this container, and we do not want to do it from the portal. We want to do it from Visual Studio. So I would be sharing my Visual Studio. To save time, I already worked on the code. It's a very simple code snippet, and there's nothing complicated about it. So first, we are adding this library, Azure Storage blob. We used it in the previous lab. Then we are declaring our namespace. Then this is the connection string. I already showed you where to get your connection string from from our Azure portal by going to access keys. Then we have the container name. This is the name that we already have in our container. Recall that for you to be able to add blobs, you need to they need to be put in a container. So it's a layered approach. Your storage account, your container before your blobs. Then this is the link to where the blob is saved in my computer. So it's saved in users public and the name of the blob. This particular blob is an image. So ccsp.png. Then we declare the name we want the blob to have in Azure in the storage account. So we want it to be ccsp.image.png. So I'm using double in the local blob string. I'm using double backward slash because I want backward slash to be escaped. I'm using the escape character. That's why we have it double. Then we are using this class, blob service client is what we are using. We used it in the last lab session also. And we are declaring our constructor here, and we are passing in the connection string into it. Then we are taking, we are declaring that same class. Then we are taking the object that we previously declared, and we are using it to fetch the get blob container client method, and we are passing in the container name to that method. Remember, I said it's layered. A blob must reside in a container. Afterwards, we are now using another class that is also from the storage.blob library. And this time around, we are passing in the blob name that we've declared using the get blob client method. Afterwards, we are actually uploading the blob over here. Then we are writing into the console that blob uploaded successfully. So let me run this and we'll see if it's successful. Very simple code snippet. Yeah, and I can see from the output screen here that blob uploaded successfully. You might not be able to see it because it's another window, and I do not want to share and reach, and I do not want to stop my share and reshare because of our time. But it's just a simple text what we saw here, blob uploaded successfully. But we are now going to verify that it was truly uploaded successfully from our portal. So let me stop sharing and I would reshare again. Yeah, so I believe you can see my my portal. This was where we uploaded it to. You can see we have no blob found here. If I should refresh, hopefully we'll be able to see the blob. If I should refresh this page, what we've added from Visual Studio. So I'm going to refresh now, and hopefully we'll see the ccsp image.png. Yeah, and now we can see it, ccsp image.png. So it was successfully uploaded to the storage account. I believe with this very short video, we now know how to create a container from Visual Studio to Microsoft Azure, and we also know how to add a blob from Visual Studio to Microsoft Azure. Very soon, we are going to see why we are going through this step-by-step approach, because we are going to be building a full stretch application that would require us to add blobs to the application. And when we're adding the blob, it should be reflecting in a storage account. So we are going to be seeing why all these short videos are useful in the long run. So let me stop sharing. Have a nice day.